Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm gonna give you guys my final review and final thoughts on Dungeon Girl, or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, which is on episode 13 and so forth. This episode right here is gonna be pretty simple, but it has a couple things and a couple revelations, which is pretty shocking that it's been revealed here and there, you know. So if anything else, I'd like to get started right away. Okay, we have to it that powerful monster just came in, you know, and started to cause some major ruckus due to the fact maybe because of Hestia's power that I was told, and therefore we see to it that things gotten more hectic and dangerous as usual, and everyone had to work together to fight this monster on without the help of Wallenstein eyes or something, you know. And so far, we see to it that things gotten a little bit more difficult sooner or later, because right now, it never gotten any good or better eventually, you know. But everyone's working together, and every time they try to damage the guy, he keeps regenerating, which is not a good thing. One time, eventually as the episode continues on, we see to it that Belle gets damaged, and after hearing a couple words, probably from Hermes, which is the same thing that something that talked to Belle by any chance when he was little, possibly as a kid or a baby, he rises up. Everyone is using all their trump. A lot of people is using the trump cards to buy enough time against this giant monster whatsoever. But eventually, they all ran out, and Belle brings up a sword, and we have my redhead boy, Wiz, I believe. I forgot his name, but all I know is he's my redhead boy. He uses a sword that was given by Hephaestus, and later on managed to do some damage, but the sword ends up breaking, you know. And Belle, he ends up using everything he's got into releasing a limiter on his body and destroys the monster. However, it was still going to regenerate, but thanks to Belle's own speed and power, he managed to destroy the crystal and destroy the monster. Everyone's cheering for Belle and everyone's happy, and the guy who had doubts about Belle being a level 2 or something ends up saying, "Not bad, kid, you really got some skill after all." He's a guy that's been a total a-hole like in the last episode, if you guys remember correctly. But he now compliments Belle and accepts the fact that he actually has skill, you know? And then Hermes gives out a big revelation, seeing that he's talking to Zeus, and he says, "Your grandson is the greatest present and thing that you ever gave out," which is to my shock. I go is that the reason why Belle might have been stronger? But I kind of read another spoiler by accident or something. I did not expect it to reveal a little bit more, you know, but it is what it is, you know. And pretty much yeah, Belle on the other hand is pretty much the grandson of Zeus, it is, as Hermes says. And I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell, man, that's pretty shocking, and so forth. So yeah, overall pretty cool episode, you know. Nothing much going on still, but it gave out some satisfaction somehow. So yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that, people. I'll see you guys in my next review and recap. And to let you guys know on my final thoughts or something, overall, I did not expect this series to be this pretty cool or something, you know. At first, you know, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, it is what it is, you know. It feels like it's sorta online, but you know, it is almost like that, but it's actually done correctly, if anything, you know. And there were a couple things that did bother me a bit about Belle's persona and being all shy and shocked or something, but it is what it is, you know, and so forth. But eventually, as each episode continues on, I'm pretty shocked to see how some of our characters grew, you know, and I'm glad to see it that way. And eventually, you know, I think I believe, our redhead boy, talks to Hephaestus, and probably he might get back into making magic weapons again, but I don't know, I'm not even sure about that. But eventually, it ends off with Belle sleeping in Hestia's lab, and Hestia says, "You did a good job and worked really hard, you know?" And it ends up with the fin. And I really hope we could get a second season of anything, because I thought this series was pretty good. It was pretty cool, you know? It gave out the rightful stuff I think it needed to give out. Now, I was thinking about giving this a 6 out of 10, you know, but maybe after this episode and I'm thinking back what it gave me, I think it earns a 7 out of 10 at most, you know. So yeah, I gave this series a 7 out of 10 and so forth. Hopefully, like, if we could get a season 2, which I really hope we do, because there's a lot of information and a lot of explanation it could give out and so forth, you know. And Dungeon Girl is from a light novel too, so once we get more light novels, hopefully we could get more episodes and possibly another season. That's for sure. So anyways, I'm just going to leave it at that, people. I'll see you guys in my next review and recap, which will be Shokugeki no Soma. Until then, I'm off Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.